Hello and welcome to Coast to Coast Bro Show. I am Double Dirty Big B. I'm hosting tonight. J Mac is listening. He's having some technical difficulties, but hopefully he'll be chiming in with some comments. Sarge is on a little leave of absence right now. Got some stuff going on that he needs to take care of. So you're stuck with myself. You're stuck with the man that you can't barely see. Hopefully he's safe. Mess around, Dave. How you doing tonight, bud?
Oh, just got off work, heading home, driving home.
All right. Well, you be safe. Don't get caught. And then next to me is the man behind the scenes. He doesn't fry bacon naked, but he loves to eat it. Crispy bacon. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. So let's start off with, I guess, the big news right now. MLB is canceling some preseason games up through the 5th of March, I believe. So, guys, where's our panic level at right now for canceling regular season games? Chris, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think each day that passes, it's kind of draining because you hope for a season, and as the days go on, it doesn't look like that. But I think at February 28th, or at least on that date, is kind of the target date to get things done. So
yeah, before they start canceling regular season games. So
yeah, that's not.
So
far
where are you
away.
at? So are you at the point now where? Are we going to see 162? Are we going to see 130 games? Half the season? No season? Where are you sitting at right now? How many games do you think we're getting in?
I think you probably missed 10 games. I hope.
Okay.
Anything.
So you're looking at about 150. Okay. Yeah. Mess around. How about you? What do you think MLB's looking at for, baseball next year or this upcoming year?
Well, it depends on which side you believe, because I saw two different reports today. One said they're going to miss games, and the players union came out and said that that's not true, that they still plan on starting spring training on time. Who's telling you who's fibbing?
Yeah, my panic level right now is probably moderate right now. I mean, if I had a button in my hand, probably sitting right next to it. This next week's going to tell the story, because if they're going to meet only for 15 minutes every time they meet, they ain't get nothing done. I mean, I spend more times in the bathroom than they have talking on the table. So I believe right now, I'm looking at. Right now, I say we missed the first month of the season. So
I'm with you. I say they play like 130, 132.
Yeah, trust me. I want to be wrong, and I want us to get 162 in, but right now, I'm saying first month of the season we're probably going to lose.
It's looking pretty iffy.
Yeah. So Isaiah's chiming in. He believes that we're still going to get 162 win, but I don't know. I guess if they meet, they're supposed to meet all next week, so we'll see where that goes. So anyways, Chris, well, why don't you give us a little heads up on the medal count for the Olympics and what's going on?
Yeah. All right, so basically we have 2 days left of the Olympics. It ends on the 20th of February. I guess it would end on Saturday. I don't know if you would count Saturday or Sunday as a Olympic day because of closing ceremonies, but as it stands right now, your top 3 in the medal count is going to be Norway with 34 total gold medals, Germany in second with 22, and United States with 23.
Okay. Okay.
And I
Yeah,
can
I
go
know, Tim.
further if you need me to,
What's
but
that?
I
What's that?
can give you a couple more countries if you need. But
No, I mean we're good. I mean, I don't think U.S. typically does that well in medal counts during the Winter Olympics. I know they're more of a Summer Olympic guy, but so what have you, Chris? How much of the Olympics have you seen, and what's your thoughts on them?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen a little bit off and on. I haven't like sat down and watched a full like day of Olympics, but I don't know. This year's been kind of different, maybe because of the pandemic. Not
Yeah,
no fans there. Maybe it's the time zone because most everything's on late, and we usually get the results and recaps
yeah,
daytime, and then we just kind of watched the stuff at night. So we already know what's going to happen. We're just waiting on,
yeah.
viewing it.
That's the one thing with social media now. You get them early. I mean, I'll still watch them, but yeah, it's kind of like, well, I already know what's going to happen. So I mean, Chrissy brings up a good point too. This issue going on with the Russian figure skater.
Yeah,
It is kind of upsetting because now they're saying that Russia has a different uh, governing power than the U.S., so that's why they let her skate instead of letting the U.S. Runner run in the Summer Olympics. So they're saying that it's two different um, powers to be, I guess, and they made the decision, not the official Olympic Committee. So,
mm,
uh, but yeah, we'll see. Like you said, Chris, a couple more days left. So, um, Tuesday, I believe, if I'm right, Chris,
yes,
we're gonna have We're gonna have a football draft, not the NFL draft, but we're gonna have
yeah,
USAFL football draft. If I got the league right, 8 teams, and if I
yep,
remember right, 35 rounds are gonna do
yeah.
initially. So,
I think it's. I think what I've read was 33 rounds.
okay,
Each round is going to be uh, based on a position. Like first round is going to be
yep,
quarterback.
yep.
Um, I'm just going off
Yeah,
memory.
they're gonna do a snake draft kind of, and it's gonna be each round's gonna be a different position. So that should be kind of cool.
You
Kind of
can't
looking
you,
forward to it. So,
you can't trade for picks, but you can trade for compensation picks. And then
oh,
they're
okay,
gonna have a supplemental draft like a few days later.
okay,
Um,
yeah,
it's gonna be about 45 players, 7 on the practice squad. The rest are gonna be active.
okay, all right. So, have you guys seen the unis yet, and the look of these 8 teams that we're gonna have? You guys seen any of those uniforms?
They're not they're not bad.
I tell you, I'm a fan of the. I think it's the New Orleans Brawlers. I think it is.
I think
Um,
so.
yeah, they got the nice like baby blue, white. They look really sweet. And then you got the Michigan team. Uh, Birmingham, I think, has a team. I think there's a couple teams in Philly they're gonna have.
Yeah,
So, but the
they're
funny
gonna have
thing is all the games are gonna be played in Birmingham, Alabama this year. So,
except for the championship game that will be played in Ohio, Canton,
oh,
Ohio.
okay.
I think the
So,
playoff and Canton,
Oh
Ohio.
yeah.
so
So
they went on mute for a second. So, Chris, are you looking for anything spectacular in the new football league, or what are you kind of holding hopes for?
I just hope it stay. I mean, I just hope it stays. I think the XFL would have lasted if it
Uh huh.
wasn't for COVID and a little, the scare they had. I think it was in Seattle with one of the, I don't know, food clerks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for that and COVID and all that, I think XFL would have survived a little longer and not rebooted. Um, I think this could last. It'll last for, I don't know, 5 years before. So
Okay.
I think people can get behind it.
Well, we all look for some football. So I mean, Dave, how about you? What are you looking for in this new football league starting up?
I just hope that it's competitive and there's not a lot of trash teams, like really, really bad teams. I just hope we have a competitive football. It's football. People are going to watch regardless how good or bad it is. People are going to watch because it's football.
Yeah, we don't want no Lions. That's all we want.
It's going to fill the time between now until the actual, the NFL season starts. So people are going to watch regardless.
Yep, exactly.
When it's going to be dual, like simulcast on NBC and Fox. So, but Fox are the majority ownership.
Okay. All right. So they got some good backing behind them. Excuse me, guys. So, and just read some comments here. Chrissy, yes, 33 rounds, 35. I saw 35. Chris saw 33, but
it's
they
going to
only
be
got 8 teams right now, so they can fit that all in. So,
but it's going to be between 2 days.
Yep.
Tuesday and Wednesday. First 12 are on Tuesday. The rest are on Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're gonna break it up. So I haven't seen any big names. The biggest name I've seen right now is Jeff Fisher's one of the coaches for the Michigan team, I think. And then Lou Holtz's son is a coach of another team. Those are like the 2 big names I've seen.
Well, and then you have someone who is the A&M coach.
Okay.
He's one of them.
Yeah. But player-wise, I mean, I know we've talked, or there's rumors that Cap could get picked up, Terrell Owens, Menzel, but we'll see where they go. But right now, no players that I saw that's eligible for the draft has stuck out to me. So.
And plus, if you think about it, we're heading into free agency. I know it's going to be past that, but you got basically free agents and college players, college eligible players in this league. So it's just another scouting tool for teams.
Yeah, but if I recall, I think we brought it up last week or somewhere that if you sign a contract with this new league, that you can't play anywhere else till your contract's up or they buy it out. So.
I'm sure it's mainly for the season. So if that's true,
yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, we'll find out when it all starts. So
yeah.
So moving on, we're getting close to probably the second best event that we look forward to. Maybe the first in some eyes. College football or college basketball. I'm sorry, March Madness. So how much do you guys partake in March Madness? Mess around, fill out any boards?
I fill out like 2 to 3 brackets a year. I do the big money, events where you can enter and win a big grand prize, but I never get close. Nobody does. I think it's that one guy that has like $1 million prize, William something. I can't remember his name, but for a perfect bracket. Ain't nobody gets a perfect bracket. That's never gonna happen.
No. I think the closest you got was a few years ago. I think somebody picked a 16/1, and I think that's the closest you got, because that's where it all happens. You got to pick the right upsets. You got to,
You would have to be a time traveler to win, to get a perfect bracket.
Well, I mean, if you're like me, I don't watch like the regular season.
Oh, I don't watch regular season. No.
It's hard to keep up and all that. I just go for the March Madness.
The tournament's awesome, amazing, but the regular season, there's so many teams, so many conferences, So.
No, I think the best I've done in the first round is I think I've gotten like 4 wrong in the first round. So I think that's my personal best. So I know I can't come close to a perfect bracket, but it's always fun to pick brackets and. Everybody starts talking about it, betting on them. So, but
the problem is it just takes that one team to get hot at the right time in the tournament, and it's that usually a team that you don't expect. And that center team, right?
You got the what was it, a couple years ago, Chicago Loyola or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
They got hot at the right time. I mean, of course they didn't finish it off, but we'll start breaking that down more when the brackets come out, and that'll probably be in a couple weeks, I think. Championship weekend and stuff like that. So
I think March 13th is the reveal, like the bracket,
yeah,
and then the 15th or 16th is the first four.
yeah, the playing games, which I still think is ridiculous. So
They are. When does that start?
Like on the 15th or 16th of
yeah,
March.
it's mid March,
Oh,
and it's over by
before
the first or
NFL
second
free
week of
agency.
April. So
The day before NFL free agency.
yeah,
Or maybe the day of. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yeah, so, but also sticking with college quick, the NCAA football is announced they're going to stick with the 4 teams for upcoming playoffs. So what do you guys think of that? Fair, unfair, don't care? Dave, what do you think?
I'd like to see them at least expand to like 8. But the current system, it seems to work. But it always seems like you get the same 4
Yeah,
every year. So
I
at
think
least 2 out of 4 every year.
I think the current system works, but no matter which system you pick, everybody's gonna, be like, well, this team should have got in. They have the, whatever criteria it is. But the thing is with these selective or selection committees is that, they can have their own reasons why they should get in or not get in. I think they should expand.
yeah.
And I think they will. They just got to
They
figure out.
probably will. To me, it's nobody's going to be happy with the playoff system until they do something like the NFL. But that's adding too many games and stuff like that. I mean, the ranking system nobody's going to like. You got guys picking teams for the playoff. Nobody likes that because their team always gets shafted. So until they get a definite playoff system like the NFL, let's say, I don't think you're not going to resolve it.
No, there's always going to be somebody that's going to complain. You can't please everybody.
And I'm sure we can talk about it on another show, but what other league has the perfect bracket? I know there's no perfect bracket, but close enough to a perfect bracket.
You mean for the playoff system?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, to me, we'll have to talk later about it, but I mean, you're going to have to break up all the colleges into certain divisions and then, make the playoffs just like the NFL does. Top teams get in, and then, if you need a wild card, stuff like that. I don't know, but that's for another show. So,
yeah.
Typically we don't talk too much sports on here, but, we do a little therapy. So, we'll go around the room, see if anybody needs some therapy. Chris, how about you? We'll start with you. Since you got the easy life, unlike me and Dave, we got kids and the wife, pets, a job. So what kind of therapy does Chris need today?
I
mean, are we still looking to see if it's hard or floppy or thick cut, thin cut? I mean,
Yeah.
All right, Dave, how about you? What kind of therapy does Mr. Mess Around need today?
Well, I've had a long week. Well, not really long because I had to call in Tuesday and Wednesday because my son was sick, and I was gonna go to work, and he's like, "No, I want you to stay home, take care of me." So, family before work.
Yep. It hurts in the checkbook though, because you can't get paid to stay home.
Well, I have PTO I could use.
Oh yeah, that is true. So, for me, I guess it's a quick therapy week because. I had something written down today I was going to talk about or was going to write down, but then I got sidetracked at work. Now I can't remember what it is. But, I had nothing really, just working on some personal issues I have with my health and stuff and, start going to try to get back in the swing of things, so, always got to take care of our health and stuff. So let's move on to some comments here. Jason J-Mac is chiming in saying he agrees with Mess Around. 8 would be the best. Winner of Big 5 conference, 3 at large. Yeah, I've been saying that for years. I don't know why we don't take the top big schools and and put them in the playoffs. Get rid of the East versus West in the Big Ten, or whatever they do, and the winner gets on.
What,
Just
what
make
you,
it one division. So
what you could do is, I think there's 11 like conferences, and then you had the independent. You could
yeah,
say the top
yeah, but
team.
there's only one independent school, right? And that's Notre Dame, right?
No, there's like 4 or 5.
Oh, there's 4 or 5. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
but you could say all of the conference winners get in. But for the ones that have the divisions within it, you could do a playoff there.
Yeah,
Winner gets in.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. So far I don't have a perfect system, but so therapy. I guess none of us really had anything big going on this week. So let's Chris, did J Mac leave a list for us? Did we cover everything that he wanted, or before he?
Well, we can, I guess, backtrack to basketball, or college basketball. I have the top 4, projected
Number
teams
ones?
to get in.
Okay. Yeah, give us the projected number ones.
So you got in the West, Gonzaga, South,
Okay.
Auburn, Midwest, you have Arizona.
Okay.
And then you have East going to Kansas.
Yeah, so I mean, Duke's falling off the face of the earth. Kentucky's falling off the face of the earth. I mean, those used to be the powerhouses. Now you got Gonzaga. Kansas is up there. I mean, sometimes it changes. What do you think, Dave? I know we're not really college hoopsters, but I remember growing up, it was always Duke and Kentucky, and now we're seeing Gonzaga and Kansas all the time.
North Carolina, they were always good.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's just not the same anymore. It's like, I don't know, they're not recruiting well these days, or just who knows what's going on. I couldn't form an opinion because I really don't watch college basketball.
A lot of the one and dones, they get in 1 year out.
That's the problem too. There's a lot of one and done. So
yep, exactly.
Really hurt college basketball for years.
They're projecting Duke to go number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, not too far down.
No. J-Mac chimes in, says Super Bowl was watched by 111 million people. I don't know why, but
halftime probably.
Yeah,
that's just my guess. But you also have like streaming apps, TV.
I don't know what you guys think, but to me, if and I wasn't at a Super Bowl party, I was doing family things and got home, watched the Super Bowl, but to me, it just felt like a typical football game. It didn't feel like a Super Bowl or whatever. And the halftime show, to me, I thought was a dud. I mean, I liked everybody that was there. I don't know. I couldn't understand most of the songs either. So, Dave, what did you think overall?
Honestly, for me, the first quarter was good. The fourth quarter was good. The middle quarter sucked. There wasn't much going on there. Yeah, if you watch the beginning and the end of the game, you pretty much caught everything that happened.
Okay.
No, it was a good game. I mean, yeah, it was kind of hard to hear the halftime a little bit. I don't know if it's because everybody in the stands were cheering for the halftime, but it was hard to understand it.
The halftime show to me was the best part of the whole thing.
Yeah, I did. J-Mac wants to know what our best game of the year was. He's saying Bills KC division game. So I don't know if he means just the playoffs. I mean, he said best game of the year, but then he's picked that one. So, Chris, what's your best game of the year?
I'm going to go 2 and say that Bills-Chiefs game. And then I'm also going to pick that whole overtime thing with the Chargers and the Raiders. I thought that was pretty good, too. You're playing for overtime. Steelers have to get in. One of the two teams.
Week 17?
Yeah, or something like that. One
Okay.
of these two teams could get in. Both teams could get in. I don't know, but
Yeah, needed a tie. They both got in. So,
yeah.
mess around, Dave. How about you? What was your best game of the year?
My best game of the year, the Niners beating the Packers and knocking Karen Rodgers out of the playoffs.
How did I know that would? That could have been a San Francisco blowout. You still would have said that was the best game of the year.
Exactly.
All
Hey,
right,
anytime I don't got to watch the Packers go to the Super Bowl, it's a good year for me.
all right. Let's take that Packer game out, Dave. What's your next best game of the year?
The next best game, jeez. There's so many of them this year, but I'm going to go with that Bills Chiefs game. That's like an instant classic. Like, I don't know if I've seen a better played football game besides maybe that Super Bowl, the Falcons and Patriots that went to overtime. That was good.
Yeah. That was a good one. For me, I mean, you can go to the game where I think it was Baltimore Ravens Ravens versus the Lions, where Tucker kicked that record breaking field goal.
66-yard.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good one. But I mean, you can't beat any of these games in the second and third rounds of the playoffs. I mean,
No.
you have one round where 3 of the 4 away teams won. You had overtime, this and that. So it's tough for me to pick, but that Bills Chiefs won, even Cincinnati Kansas City game, because I mean, a lot of us thought Cincinnati was done for, and then, Chris, you're like, it's not over yet, and so, and I know J-Mac was saying the same thing, but man, you thought they were, down 21-3, it was going to be over. They came back.
It was the same thing that happened in the first time they played. They got up 21-something, and Cincinnati came back. So I knew it wasn't over by a long shot.
Yeah, I just figured it was. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was over just because it was a playoff game. I thought Cincinnati was just not ready for it. Oh.
I do know this though, that whoever has Cincinnati next year, Cincinnati's gonna be a tough team.
Yeah, that whole AFC division is just going to be rock solid. They're going to be tough. I mean, AFC, there's right now a couple of teams that we could probably think are going to make it, but that AFC South, or AFC all around, any of those teams could probably make it. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. So we're getting down there. How about we do a little what if or rapid fire kind of? So we'll just go around. Each of us ask.
Wait, J-Max had a question.
Oh, J-Max got a question. Okay. Breakout team to watch for next year. Okay. Let's see. For me, breakout team. I don't know if it would be so much of a breakout team, just more or less to see what they do. I'm gonna go Jacksonville. Just kind of see what they do. I don't think they're gonna do enough to win the South like some of our other cohorts have said, but I think I want to see what they do. And the teams with new coaches, outside of Jacksonville, but all the teams that got new coaches, kind of see what they do to rebuild. The Bears, the Vikings, the Saints, Houston, the Raiders, teams like that. Yeah, teams like that, I want to see what they're going to do. So, and see if anybody takes the model of the copies of Rams and trades off a key piece for some draft picks, because that's the way it seems like it's going to go. So, how about you, Chris? Breakout team next year.
Yeah, or you can do like the Rams did too, and just get rid of all your draft picks.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to stick with the Bengals. I want to see what Burrow's going to do in year 3, year 1 after the Super Bowl. Getting your team there. I want to see how you can rebound off of that.
Okay, Dave.
Man, I hate making these kind of picks before free agency in the draft, because you never know what's going to happen. But if certain things go a certain way in Denver, like if they get Aaron Rodgers, I think Denver's going to be a breakout team if they get Rodgers. If
Yeah.
not, my breakout team's probably going to be like, gosh,
The Lions.
I think the Vikings could possibly be a breakout team with the new coach, and they already got the pieces on offense. Their defense is okay. A few more pieces on defense, they're right back in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, not to be much of a homer, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see what the Vikes do. Every other day it's, do they trade Cousins? Are they going to trade Cousins? They're going to renegotiate Cousins' contract so they can move him, or is they going to keep him? It's starting to get a headache here just thinking of it.
I think they're going to keep Cousins, and the reason why I think that is because the coach you got now, your new head coach,
yeah,
he worked with him in Washington.
yeah, but he's also not said it, but he's like, yeah, I can't wait to work with Cousins. Hopefully he's here, So, I mean, he knows people talking. So, I mean, we'll see where it goes. I mean, right now, nobody's going to take on that cap hit, so they would have to renegotiate his contract. Saw reports that he's not going to renegotiate. So, any team that's got a new coach, I'm going to be intrigued for. So we'll see where it goes. So all right, guys. So let's unless we get another comment here in the next few minutes, let's go around. Start with Chris. You can ask Dave one and myself one. Or what if? Dave, you can ask me and Chris, and then I'll ask you guys. So, Chris, start with you. Give us whoever first. Each of us get one from each other.
Okay. Dave, would you rather go to a Bears game or the beach?
Oh,
A Bears game or what?
Or go to the beach?
Oh, I'd love to go to the Bears game. That's an
you
easy
got to
one
take
for
Aaron
me.
Rodgers with you, either one.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sure he'll get beat up in the crowd or something.
All right.
Especially after saying that he owns us. So
Yeah. All right, Chris, you got one for me?
Yeah. Let me think. Monster trucks, or would you rather go to a monster truck show or a Vikings game?
Oh, that's tough. That honestly, I ain't gonna lie, that is tough. I mean, just because I know what the prices are for both. I mean, if money's not a factor, then I would take my son and myself, wife. We go to a Vikings game, but knowing what the prices are, monster truck tickets are so much cheaper that I'd go monster trucks. So, all right, Dave, how about you, bud? What you got for us?
all right, Crispy.
Uh-huh.
Geez, I just had it too. Shit. Man. I don't know. Go ahead, Brandon. Let me think.
All right, let's see here, Chris.
Yes.
Let's see here. Would you rather spend a day with your favorite sport athlete or your favorite actor or actress?
Ooh. Let's go actors.
Okay. All right. Dave.
Okay.
Let's see here. Where do we want Dave to go? Let's see here. Oh, I can't think of one for Dave that's not.
All right, I got one for Crispy while you're thinking.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
All right, Crispy.
Yes.
Would you rather go to WrestleMania or whatever AEW's biggest event is?
Let's go WrestleMania.
Good, man.
Okay. Let's see here. Dave. All right, I got one for you, Dave. Out of the four sports, I know you don't really watch too much hockey. Well, you might. So anyway, not your favorite teams, but if you were to get drafted in one of your favorite sports, what sport and by who would you like to get that phone call from?
But it can't be my favorite teams.
It cannot be your favorite teams.
Okay, I'm going to go with baseball, and I'm going to say the Cubs because it's still in Chicago. They're not my favorite team.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, I gotcha.
All right, Big B.
All right.
Win $1 million or be in the best shape of your life.
Oh, man. You know, just because of the things I've gotten over the last couple of weeks with doctors and stuff and my health, I'm not saying my health is bad. I mean, just I would have to say I would have to go with being in the best shape of my life, I think.
I would too. Yeah.
Well, technically, you could do, in a way, you could do both. Take
Well,
the
yeah,
money
you could.
and use
Yeah,
it.
I get $1 million and, you know, get somebody to help you. I get that, but
Nope. If you
to
win
me,
$1 million,
health is more important than money. So
if you win $1 million, you stay the same way you are. It's either win $1 million or get better health.
Okay.
yeah, there's always a catch. Yeah, so we got Tim chiming in late here overseas. He said the beach he would go, monster trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. He'd spend a day with his favorite actor, which kind of still shocks me because I know he used to be a big Deion Sanders fan. You know, so he would pick WrestleMania or the Super Bowl, I guess. He said he would be drafted in the major leagues and be the double race, and then he would take the best shape of his life. So yeah. So with that being said, boys, again for the viewers, J-Mac was having some technical issues. Sarge is off taking a little leave of absence due to personal reasons. So you got us three of the 5 bros. So Chris, why don't you wrap us up here with 30 seconds? Let us know what we got going on.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching, tuning in. This week and coming, we got our final morning tailgate, just kind of wrapping things up with the NFL season, Super Bowl, and all that. So stay tuned for that. Also, we got Between the Ropes Sunday evening, covering tomorrow in the afternoon or morning, depending on where you're at. Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. We're going to recap that Sunday. And then, stay with Coast to Coast. We got great shows this week and every week.
All right, Mr. Mess Around. How about you, bud?
Well, I haven't yet to eat dinner yet, so I got the store-bought sushi from Safeway, which is really good. I can't wait to eat that.
All right.
And then I'm going to wake up early in the morning, watch the Chamber, and then go to work.
Yeah, because the Chamber's what?
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock?
11 o'clock.
Pacific time.
So 11 o'clock Central? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so, like these guys said, just keep checking us out Saturday or Sunday morning. We will have our recap, morning tailgate, Super Bowl, and some other topics. And then definitely break down Between the Ropes, Elimination Chamber, and just keep checking us out because every day we got something different, from court cases, missing files, lunch around with Dave, another wrestling show, health and beauty. We got it all on Coast to Coast, so keep checking us out. So with that being said, that's Christian Bacon, Mess Around, Double Dirty Big B. We'll see you guys all Monday night for more of Bros. Have a good one.